Who's ready to finally watch Black Widow?
We are.
Welcome back, guys. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We are very excited to continue on with the MCU. It's been a while. We have been watching the Disney Plus shows, which we absolutely love. We're still watching Loki, and a lot of you know I did have surgery recently, and this is our first movie reaction since.
Yay!
So we're happy to be back. All the other videos you're seeing on YouTube, most of them anyways, are before my surgery. We really just worked hard and put a lot of extra time, all our free time, into reacting to make sure that our channel could continue, mostly on a normal schedule, which was good. So we've seen a trailer for Black Widow. You guys might have seen another trailer or two on TV since my surgery. I don't know, because it's honestly been well advertised and it's always on TV. But anyways, the original trailer that we saw Natasha,
Yes.
Scarlett Johansson, and
right.
An exciting thing, quick tangent, is that one of our cousins is actually her personal trainer, which is pretty cool.
That is very true.
So, and I hear she's really awesome and she's a great actress. So, David Harbour is also in this.
Yay!
Which we saw him in the trailer.
Yeah.
Hopper. We love Hopper. We know Rachel Weisz as well, and she played the mom in The Mummy. The mom on The Mummy. The Mummy.
The Mummy Mom.
Mummy.
And she is amazing. She's beautiful. She's a great actress, and I just loved her role in that. I mean, we saw Mummy 1 and 2, and I know there's a third one out that has been requested, but we haven't got a lot of requests yet. We do have polls on our Patreon almost every week, guys. If you want to check the links below just to vote, because we get so many requests that we try to do polls all the time, so that way everyone has a chance to win.
Yes, and it's fair.
Yeah, and this one has been highly requested. We've always been watching MCU since the beginning of our channel, just kind of how it started. So, yeah, there's a lot of big people in this one. And William Hurt, we know him. He's been in the MCU a bit here and there. And I think a few fans said that he was also in the old Hulk movie that we never watched. We just skipped that for some reason because when we first started the channel, we just kind of went by requests. And then we understood that we had to go in order because we didn't do an order thing in the beginning. But luckily we didn't get too far into the MCU.
Right.
It didn't really ruin it for us.
Yes, and didn't spoil it too much for us. And they suggested that we don't have to see it. So we just went in order.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah, the Hulk, you mean. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of people were saying that we didn't have to watch it, but then we had a lot of other people who said that they really wanted us to watch it. So who knows? Maybe down the road. And so, guys, if you just request and please vote on our Patreon, it could win and we could watch it soon. That would be cool. This takes place after Civil War.
Okay.
When it was really sad. Like, that was such a great movie, but that's when everyone split up. And
I mean, I think that was the most heartbreaking one for me. I hated it.
That was hard.
Conflict.
And like to see them fight against each other.
Exactly, and that fight they had at the end with Captain America and Iron Man was... I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen that. I don't want to spoil it, but just that whole fight with just the two of them at the end was just very devastating. We were so upset at that. It was awful. So it takes place directly after that. I'm assuming we're going to get more backstory on Black Widow.
I can't wait to see.
Yeah, we know there's a lot of mystery in her past, and she had a brutal past. I think it was against her will, right? That she was this warrior, this assassin, and she can't bear children. I remember her telling that to Banner. And yeah, so hopefully we'll get more of that. Who do you think Hopper or David Harbour is going to be? Like, what kind of role do you think he's going to play in this?
I think he's going to be a goofy dad.
Yeah,
I can see that because he was kind of like that in the trailer,
like a goofy kind of guy. I don't think he's gonna be a villain.
I hope not.
I don't think so too. From what I remember
For some
from
reason,
the trailer,
I just don't see him.
Yeah, I can't see him.
We're looking at his picture right now. He has a good smile on. He has a microphone.
How can he be a villain?
He might be. I don't know. But and then Rachel Weisz, like, what do you think about her? Do you think she's gonna play a bad guy?
She
Maybe
might be a bad guy.
I'm gonna think she's a villain. I don't. I think she's a good person too. I love her in The Mummy, but I can see her. I'm just guessing. We have no idea. So, shall we just get into this and see what's going to happen?
Yes.
I'm very excited.
Can't wait.
Yeah, this is something I've been wanting to watch for a long time, and I tried last week to get into reacting, but I couldn't get up myself, and I have a huge brace on, so I'm kind of stiff. I'm like, ah. And when I react, I'm still genuine, but I have to do my reacting from up here, which sounds really weird. I never ever gave it a thought like that before, guys, but a lot of your like feelings and reactions, laughing, stuff like that, comes from your gut. And when it's sore, because I had my, I have a big incision here, that everything kind of like when I laugh, cough, sneeze, or like do any kind of like quick like reaction, it jolts there, and it like So anyways, the brace helps, and
You'll
I have
know
to,
it.
so I'm not being fake. If I have like a like laugh up here more than down here. And we just watched Loki too, and I kept getting like so distraught and shocked that I kept reacting from up here. So it was like, oh, it wasn't like, oh my God, and I can't even do that reaction. So you guys hopefully know what I mean. But anyways, I'm excited. Blind, all for this movie.
That's right, yeah.
And I'm going to minimize Wikipedia. We didn't read any spoilers, just looking up the names there. And we're going to be watching on Disney Plus, of course. Black Widow.
You remember when I told you that one day we would have that big adventure? Today's the day.
Yay!
Oh my God, she's helping with the bullets? Yeah, it's like they're all trained, like they know exactly what to do to run. Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
He's super soldier?
Okay, Daddy.
Oh.
Super strong.
It's like he's inhuman.
With S.H.I.E.L.D.
Ah.
Oh my God, are they going to freaking
Now
fly?
she's gotta take it over.
With the tats on the freaking plane wing. Oh my God. Don't let go. Holy crap.
Inject him.
Wow.
And he just watched it and just let it happen? Holy crap.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Oh, it's that guy. It's the Red Guardian. No, I was kidding. I love that move. Whoa, he knows it too.
Whoa.
Oh, same move. He's copying. But he has the vials.
Yep.
Or not.
Gone.
Nice,
no,
she
I
got
guess
him.
not.
So we're gonna talk like grown-ups?
Mirror.
Is that what we
That's
are?
her sister.
Ah!
Oh my God. Oh,
Holy crap!
shoot.
We never fought like this.
No, I know, right? Oh my God.
Oh, gosh.
This is crazy.
You're forgetting Dracov's daughter.
Oh, speaking of,
Whoa.
maybe. Cool.
I love how they do the same moves.
Oh, wow.
All train the same.
Let me help you.
Ooh, her leg.
She's gonna try.
He's making
He's making me.
Me. He's alive.
Oh.
Cool. Oh,
Where are my keys? Suchka.
Holy crap.
I guess so.
Can you imagine if that was Clint? I mean, that could be a interesting
Yeah,
side
right?
story.
I love the part where I almost bled to death.
It's so sarcastic.
Well, I doubt the god from space has to take an ibuprofen after a fight.
I got from space.
I think I was all this time.
this thing that you do when you whip your hair when you're fighting. You put your arm in the hair and you do like a fighting pose. It's yeah.
I like your vest.
I knew it. I knew you did. It's so cool, right?
That's good.
There's so much stuff in there. You wouldn't even know.
Giving him a tattoo as he. Ooh.
Oh!
Oh.
It's fluffy.
What the?
Use this to get out.
Yeah,
Wants him
right.
to get out. That's probably.
Spoon.
Just don't make a scene.
What do you mean by that? Woo!
Such a poser.
Such a poster. Oh my gosh, he just got shot so many times. Uh oh. An avalanche, yeah.
This would be a cool way to die.
Alright, now you have no time. Go, go, go. Whoa!
Nice job, Natasha.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And to be able to carry him. Douchebags.
Douchebags.
Wow. Oh, Johnny. Okay. Need your time of the month?
I don't get my period, dipshit. They just get right in there.
You don't have to get so clinical and messy.
She's so dry, I love
About to
it.
talk about fallopians, but I don't think we have enough fuel for St. Petersburg.
And after that,
Yeah, we'll make it.
She'll just go for it. They couldn't have a choice. It's all good.
Both have killed so many people.
Good job, girls.
You are really.
Discussion.
Mom.
Whoa. Speakeasy?
No funny business.
Oh,
It's always put on a spandex
he's trying
outfit
to-
or something. Or...
Oh my god.
I got a little soft in that cell there.
Still fits.
It still fits.
I just got out of prison.
Uh-oh.
I have a lot of energy.
Oh my god.
Oh,
come
oh.
on.
Blah.
Good boy, Alexi. Good boy.
After him with the pig.
Don't see the resemblance?
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna make it this time.
They were ready. More than ready.
This is a much less cool way to die.
She's so dry. Ew. Don't touch me. What? Ah, it's like S.H.I.E.L.D.
Welcome home. Something.
You have a 2-inch blade concealed in your belt line.
What?
Okay. Oh.
Keep her awake? Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Good girl.
Ooh, they injected her still, right?
Oh.
Is it her?
It's gotta be.
She even has the same hair. Oh, she can't.
Safety.
Oh, she can't.
Come on.
This is the last time that we.
She's gone.
Damn it.
That's how he talks.
What are you going to do?
Oh.
Sever the nerve.
Wow, one shot. Woo.
Slight change of plan. I completely demolished one of the engines and we are going into a controlled crash.
A controlled crash.
I'm heading to the widow's now.
Oh, sorry. Whoa. I love that landing.
Oh, good. She's contained. I feel bad for
though.
her. 'Cause
Yeah.
Oh, no!
No.
It looked like something stabbed her, but it was lasso. There's so freaking many of them.
Jeez, oh my, come on.
She's taking on all these women. It's amazing.
Wow.
No. Oh, here we go.
Yes. Hopefully they're all in the vicinity of it. Yes. And then jump out and where to? Oxygen.
Ooh.
It's insane on how committed.
Yeah.
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 Like no choice.
Don't do it!
No, don't kill her off.
Oh, come on.
It was fun. No.
No.
Seatbelt.
Oh, buckling her in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, little sisters. See, you guys are sisters.
That's cute, yeah.
Nice line.
I am clearly injured.
Well, I guess you should take this. I know how much you like it.
Aw.
She finally used that hair color.
That looks familiar. Oh, our friends.
Oh, there it is.
Again.
See what I can
Whoa.
get you with a bit
Oh,
of
nice.
Yes.
I love their technology. Like, how insane is that?
Yeah.
Oh, the music.
Crazy.
Da, da, da. That was nice.
Excellent.
Oh, very good.
That was good.
Yeah.
They finally got him.
Finally
right,
did.
man.
Finally got the bad guy.
Yeah.
Man,
Jacob.
all this time she thought that he was dead already and didn't even know. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
It was, and for all that he did, all that destruction. I mean, he pretty much owned a lot of people's minds and took
He
over.
sure did. Took
He can
over
do
everything.
anything
those
around the
widows.
world.
Wow.
All his widows
Yeah.
were all over the world, and just from that room, he could tell them to do anything he wanted.
Isn't that
He said he
something?
could
Look at
make
this.
a whole country starve within a matter of moments. Start wars, end wars, like
the stock market can
That's right. Oh my
crash.
gosh, everything.
So many things.
extremely
Yeah.
dangerous. And to have that much power, I mean, it started somewhere, and he just started kidnapping these girls and training them and manipulating their minds and
Right.
giving them hysterectomies, like, so they can't
Ooh,
breed. I
yes.
mean, I don't know what the point of that is, because either way you could still get attached to someone, you could still love someone. So I don't know if it was to remove emotions or to feel like, oh well, I can't have kids, so I don't want to have those thoughts to settle down anyways.
Maybe he
'cause
thought they wouldn't have the motherly instinct, but it didn't.
Maybe.
It's not true
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Helena did. She had the motherly instinct.
Yeah, because they
Oh,
remove
yeah.
the ovaries too, and that actually removes the hormones that, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
always
still have
have.
the
You
instinct.
you always have that connection. I mean, look
That's
at
right,
fathers. I mean, look at Alexei. He did have.
That's right, Alexei,
relation to
yeah.
them, but
I have to say, the family dynamic, I was shocked. I know Black Widow had a really, or I'll just say Natasha, because they're all Black
Yes.
Widows, right? Or all the widows. But, she had a really bad past, and we heard about some of it, but I knew it was going to be way worse than we heard. And
Yes.
I was still shocked, because didn't you think that was her actual family in the beginning?
Yes.
I did. I definitely
Yes,
thought so.
and I
yes.
thought she knew that they were, spies after, a little bit, when they had to
Yeah.
go for an adventure, and the younger sister was excited and she wasn't. So I kind of figured that she knew what mom and dad were like, but
Yeah.
that's
Because
how
for
I
her
thought. Yeah,
to say she's too young, you can't put her through that, and you already went through that younger or something. I was like, holy crap. So she already went through a whole session of whatever, and then was brought into this whole lifestyle of being in a nice family, and now and she's going back into it too. So it was just insane. So that was shocking, and it was confusing, because when they were on the run, I thought it was like bad people they were on the run from, that were going to kidnap Natasha
That's
and
what
her
I thought,
sister.
definitely.
And then we saw that it was S.H.I.E.L.D. And I'm like, well, they weren't. I mean, they had Hydra mixed in at that time, but right. And
I thought with dad being, with Alexei being like this inhuman or this superhuman or super soldier.
Yeah. Like
I
Captain
thought
America.
he was like under the Sokovia Accord or something like that. They were trying to get him to make sure that they can have him, under the radar. And they were fleeing from that. But no, they were Russian spies.
So many questions in those moments, and then with the mom, I really thought she was going to die there, and she trained them to possibly fly, because they didn't know a lot. I know they mentioned, okay, well, how we talked about that adventure we're going to be taking? Well, now it starts. And they were prepared. Like, even the younger sister, like Yelena, was actually going in and moving the stopper underneath the plane. And they were just getting everything right. They knew exactly what to do. They knew the drill. Even grabbing the bullets and helping Daddy with the bullets and the gun in the beginning. I was like, what? So it was very shocking, and I did not expect it. But everything they went through, I mean, that's really rough to make it basic here, but at the end, I thought that was so cool that they were able to realize that they did really care for each other. You can see that all the way through the film, but the job was really conflicting with them, because that's all they knew, especially the mom.
That's right.
That's
it
all she
wasn't
knew was
just
a red
a
room.
mission after all. It wasn't just a boring mission after all.
Yeah.
And Helena, I feel so bad for her, because she all along thought that they were her real family.
she did.
It was
And
her
it
That's
came
so
out.
bad.
I mean, how did you like her character?
Loved her.
No, yeah, she's
I thought she was a
her.
lot of fun. She had a lot of dry
She was
humor,
great.
but I love that comedy
Yeah,
mixed
I
in
love
with
that
Marvel.
too,
I
yeah,
mean, they do
yeah.
such a good job of making it tragic, sad, exciting, like all the things you want in a movie. And then the humor is just a great balance, and it's not
The
too
banter.
corny. I mean, they get corny, but it's not over the top. You're like, ooh, yeah, I could have like done without that. Like, but she just kept like being so literal with everything all the way through, and then and it didn't make her two-dimensional because she did have a lot of complications going on. She had a lot of history and everything, and we kind of saw a little bit of that here and there, but it really got to her when she was in that family setting and she opened up, and that really got to me, and I felt so bad for her to be like, that was real to me. And again, it was fake, but it was real because they actually did feel for each other.
3
Yeah, it was
years
real
to
for her.
pretend you're a family.
Yeah.
And for her to, yes, she had those real emotions with Nat, and, you know, the kidding moments and the sister moments, because she thought she was her real sister.
Yeah.
You know, and that
That's
really
awesome.
came forward throughout the whole
See-
movie. You saw those little moments.
And even with the parents being fake, like, I was thinking that Elena was her actual sister until they verbally said it, which would make sense that they're kidnapping children or whatever, selecting children because they have better DNA for fighting. I don't know. But that made me a little sad. But then I'm like, just because you're not blood related doesn't mean you can't be sisters, brothers. You know what I mean? Like,
Hands down.
yeah, you have
Hands
adopted
down.
children a lot, and they're
You don't need to
totally
be
family.
biological.
Yeah. So I love how they saw each other as sisters at the end. Like, that was emotional.
Yeah.
Loved it so much. And going to Natasha, I thought that was awesome as well, because like, we know she's heroic, and she was an assassin. Yeah, she had a really bad upbringing with that. She killed a lot of people, and you know, that one girl that she felt so guilty about, but all the stuff she went through, like, she kept risking her life because she cared so much to help others and to save all those widows with everything exploding, and she wanted to wait until the last moment to make sure
she
it all
wanted to save
transferred
as
and
many
completed.
women as she could,
And she wanted to witness
did.
it to know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she grabbed those last 2 vials and used it on Antonia, was it? And Jacob's
Tonya,
daughter,
Tonya,
and saved her life. And now they have one more sample where mom can make more to save all those
That's
other
good.
widows.
Yeah, that's
Thank
very
God.
good.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
incredible.
That
She
was
is such
incredible.
a hero. She
Yes,
really is
yes.
a hero.
I mean, everything she went through, even not having control, like, she couldn't even kill that guy. And
Yeah.
she's like, talking to
That's
him and trying to egg him on. I mean, so many things could have gone wrong there, where he could have stabbed her. I mean, he wanted to keep her
sure.
alive. She's an Avenger, but he could have like maimed her in any way he wanted, and she kept egging him on to like make him hurt her so she can deviate or whatever, like ruin that, sever
Right.
the nerve.
Yes.
Oh my God, I thought she was gonna, I mean, her nose was busted, but I thought like she'd have to completely
she
break her
just
nose
broke
and
it just to
cave it
line
here
it
so
back.
she couldn't breathe or smell. But then I guess you can kind of smell, it sounds stupid, but you know, with your senses, I know it's through your nose when it comes to smell, but I know that animals, like lions and stuff like that, even our cats, you know, like my cat, when they're trying to smell certain things and they're really interested, they use their mouths too.
Yes, they do.
And they
Wow,
can
well,
taste and I guess smell pheromones that way as well. So I was kind of like, well, if you just break the nose, what about the mouth? So I'm glad they made it more complicated, where you actually had to sever the nerve and to actually do that to herself, and to mock and be like, you weren't strong enough. And luckily it happened in one try, not like a couple where she knocks herself out or something. So anyways, yeah. So I think we should watch this. I think there's a cutscene coming up. So shall we watch?
Okay.
I just have a
Absolutely.
feeling there will be one, because
Oh,
it's
okay.
getting at the end. And shall we?
Yes.
Yes.
Feel good movie, and now I'm like, well, it kind of feel good, but it's sad.
Beautiful.
Oh my God!
Valentina.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd like a shot at the man responsible for your sister's death.
Come on, why?
No.
Right.
He tried to kill himself.
That's right.
She
That is
intervened, and
not
they didn't
true.
want. No,
No.
leave him alone.
You
He's
better
a good
than
guy.
know.
Yeah, he is.
You know, I really thought we were going to have another appearance. I really thought he was going to be a big surprise in this movie and show up, but it's showing that we don't always need that because it was a standalone about Natasha. But now, what is the motive there? Why want to go after Clint? Why is she doing that?
That's right, yeah.
Just to stir the pot with the Avengers. I don't know.
Yeah, that is not good. I'm really hoping.
Now, so is she? We know she's a villain, but
we think she is. I mean, she's messed up. She kind of doing her own thing.
Yeah, but so Elena went with her.
I guess so, yeah, because she's like, I'm on holiday, so it sounds like she's working for her and putting her on another assignment. So it doesn't necessarily mean she's bad, but she has messed up motives. I mean, that's not good, but it seems like she's just like another party that maybe isn't a complete villain. Maybe she is, and I'm just in denial about it. But I love how they showed her because we love the Disney Plus series.
That's right, yes.
And I know it's involved with the MCU, but it's fun to know that you have to watch those to see these little Easter eggs because certain things that we see, because we don't read the comics, you know, a lot of fans will get so excited about that. And we're just like naive and like, woo, who's that? Who's that?
Right, because the other Captain America's with her too.
Yeah, so we know that as well. So it's kind of neat that we do know those Easter eggs because we're watching the show. So it's kind of fun to see her in there. But okay, I don't know if they're going to carry that on into a movie. I'm sure they will.
They probably will.
Or maybe a series, because I think there's a Hawkeye series coming up. Ooh, I just thought of that.
That's probably it.
I'm just like,
really see Elena in that.
Yeah.
Come to avenge my sister.
That was so sad. I mean, we knew that Natasha died.
Yeah.
We hate that. So many deaths. I really hated it, but I didn't know they were going to show it in this. So just that alone made me really sad because I love Natasha. And honestly, opening up the whole, not even universe, like everything, even with Loki, watching that and how almost anything is possible, but people in certain timelines, like that's it. Like that's the end of, you know, your life there. But there could be.
That's it.
So I don't know if Natasha will come back as another Natasha at some point, or maybe she's
you never
just
know.
done.
But I'm sure Clint will show Elena, you know, how much she meant to him and what he truly did for her. And she knows her sister. She knows her sister would do that for him. Switch over, you know. Oh no, you're not going to do this. You're not going to die. No.
Yeah.
If anyone's going to do that, I'm going to do it.
They went through a whole lot. They were able to have like conversations, like good conversations here and there. So hopefully she was able to talk to Yelena and just tell her that, you know, her and Clint working together and how much she trusts Clint, and, you know, so maybe she'll be kind of suspicious about the whole thing and not just fully trust it. I don't know. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, overall, I think it was a good movie. I love the action in it. It was action-packed all the way through.
I love the action. I love the silly humor.
That's
and,
right.
you know, just the dynamics of the whole, you know, dysfunctional family in the beginning.
I mean, the whole idea of that
really
family was
was
insane, but
business.
I really did enjoy it, though, just seeing them come back together. And I thought that Alexei was a very interesting and fun character. I mean, he was so shallow for a while, too, where he was more like a kid, where he was just, he's like, I'm a simple man. And he did care for them, but he was like kind of just selfish and in his own thing and just excited to kind of flaunt what he could do and talk about himself as a Red Guardian. Then seeing his kids again after so long and just kind of acting like nothing happened. I did a great thing for you. You're fine. Not like, oh my God, it's so nice to see you. How are you?
You girls are the best assassin. You're the youngest.
You've killed so many people. It's so wonderful.
Him trying to get into his uniform. That was
yeah, so they had funny moments like that too. So he was definitely a very fun and interesting character. I thought they all were really great. I even loved the sister. You know, Yelena was awesome. I loved like Yelena, and then Milena was the mom. You know, so similar. But I love the actors in this because we know them from Stranger Things, from The Mummy.
Oh, yes.
And so they're wonderful. Milena was amazing.
I loved when Alexei was in the cell, when he was in jail, and he went to do the arm wrestling, and he's getting a tattoo while he's doing it.
Yes,
and arm wrestles that large guy at the end, and he just completely just
It was even like just broke his wrist. It wasn't even like a dislocation. It was like full on. Won't be able to use that arm again. And it was because he insulted him. And he was like, all right, I'm going to break your arm. You know, how many other times could he have done that to other people? But yeah, so to see him in jail after everything, he's just like a big goofball. I was like, wow. Because he was so serious in the beginning. And we did see the trailer, so we kind of knew he might be a goofball throughout. But I just didn't expect him to be that much. So overall, like, who was your favorite character?
Well, of course, I liked Natasha, but I liked Elena. Elena?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was really good. I liked her.
I liked her too.
It was hard. Well, Natasha, hands down, but it was between Yelena and Alexei.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And I know it's bad because they all were right there because I loved all of them. Melina was good too, but I really did like Alexei the best. He was my favorite.
Yes.
I love the sisters together, but he was my favorite. And then I'll say, not that I love Natasha, I really do, but Yelena, then Natasha, and then Melina. So... yeah, it was definitely a really fun movie. I didn't expect to have that much humor in it, I guess. You know, I thought it was going to be more... I mean, it had some dark moments, though. Like, I was shocked by all those poor kids in the beginning and all scared and traumatized and just selecting them like they're cattle. Like,
mandatory hysterectomy.
This one's good. And, doing all these things that were involuntary and just awful.
One out of how many become a widow? I mean, 1 out of 20 or 1 out of 100?
Yeah, and then what was happening in the beginning? Yeah, they were discarding them and they were like cutting them open to see what was wrong with them or something, right? They were like cutting, for a brief moment we saw them cutting into their skull, just like they were doing with Yelena at the end, where they were like, oh, well, something's wrong with her, so we got to cut her open to see what makes her tick and what's going on. I'm like, so it's just so freaking brutal.
Disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely disgusting.
I loved when they went to Mom's house, when they went to that, compound where she was, and Natasha found the scrapbook. She found the photo album, and she's like,
I'm glad she kept it. Yeah,
she did care.
And
then when they took off, when she said, "Oh, they're coming for you," and we said, "Oh crap," she trapped her, but she didn't. It was all a plan. It was great.
Yeah, no, that was good. But yeah, like I did make some comments about Melina throughout. I know she cared for them, but she was so ingrained and trained to, work for the Red Room and do her job correctly, because she was always talking about how perfect she did everything for the job. And it was hard for her to kind of separate that and actually care when she did. And she even said to Natasha, which I really liked, how did you keep your heart? And she did keep her heart too, because she said it was such emotion that she was kind of removing any emotion that she had, because she was thinking that, okay, well, these daughters of mine are going to also be trained to remove their emotions, so it's going to be okay down the road, when it wasn't, because they had a lot of attachment there and really cared for that. So I really do like that moment to see that she is still human and she really does care for them. And to actually say, I did tell the Red Room already and they're on their way. I was in that moment of, you never know when they do time jumps. When Yelena was talking to Alexei, I thought that was a really nice moment where she was so upset and in her room, and he was all awkward, and he was like a father there. Like, he knew like how to handle her and talk to her.
To sing that song.
And that was really nice. Right. So I was like, okay, is this happening in the now after Melina actually said, okay, well, the Red Room's coming? Or was it like right before, and then the Red Room was going to be there right at the same time she was warning Natasha? But it seemed like it was after, because a lot of time went past for them to get ready, change, get the face masks on, and change personas. You know what I mean?
Right,
so that makes sense that it happened afterwards. So they had plenty of time. So that was a big surprise to see. I'm glad that overall, because why would she say, right before they showed up, oh, the Red Room's coming, because now she feels guilty, because there has to be a reason there. So for her just to say it and then actually follow through with the plan would be like, why? Why did you have to say it? Because you're not like sadistic to be like, haha, the Red Room is here, you can't
I'm not
escape.
Gonna listen to you,
So I'm happy that she followed her instincts and she wanted to protect them. So yeah, the banter was great. I liked them all together. And
they were great. And the villain, Jay Coffey, I mean, he was very cowardly man. He was a mastermind. He was brilliant with what he did. I mean, the Red Room was up above. No one would have imagined that. And he was brilliant with that. But he was truly a coward. He truly, even to do
such
that to his own biological daughter, like he made her into this.
I mean, you have all this technology, and if she would have died in normal circumstances, like if they didn't have this technology and she blew up, she probably would have died. But you have this advanced technology. You don't have to make her this warrior. You can like use that to kind of make her kind of normal, put a chip in her to kind of help her be normal. I don't know, but it just shows like how messed up he is. And even Natasha talking about the daughter, like he was laughing, and he didn't even, he was really removed. He was messed up in the head, and he really thought he was this like most powerful man, and these are my people, and she betrayed our people, and just the way he saw himself was just very disturbing. And so he
go
had
right
to
up
go.
to their faces and
I'm like, ooh, what's he gonna do? Does he like rape these girls? Like, it's just nasty to think like what he's capable of doing to all these women.
And all the widows that when they changed back, when they went back to being normal, not being possessed by him, and they went and helped Antonia up and brought her with them, and they knew what she went through as well. And that was really good to see that.
Yeah, I'm really happy they got all together, because I thought a lot of them would die during the collapse, but I'm glad they all came together, and it shows that even though they were really trained to be a certain way, because just in a normal circumstance, brainwashing through like intense training, being brutal, violent, like that can also change you. But I'm glad they were able to still stay mainly themselves once they had that gas. They still could have been way worse off. I mean, not to compare, but I'm just saying that, like, how, like, unfortunately, in a normal circumstance, like when people get brainwashed or beaten down, like you start to just see that way, like once you're broken down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If someone keeps, saying you're a certain way, eventually you start to believe it. Good, bad, or whatever.
So I'm happy that they are more normal now, and it was just the mind control that set them off that way. I don't know what they're going to do now, but they're all together, which is great. And there's many more out there that hopefully will be saved and be okay.
And can they go back to their normal lives? Can they go back? Or are you going to be this sisterhood of just staying together because you've all been through the same
Start
thing?
their own team, hopefully for the good, that would be kind of amazing. All over the world, like how many are there? Thousands, it seems like. So pretty impressive, and I'm hoping they'll continue this. I mean, I'm really sad about Natasha, though, because, I mean, they can continue her story in between, but I don't know what they'll do beyond that. But it was good that we were able to watch an MCU
and
movie.
She got a great plane, and she's that was probably through Ross, because he had gave her some more funding for Mason to get that for her.
You're right. So that was good, but very good movie. I really did like it. I'm happy that we're watching Marvel movies again, and I'm happy in general to be watching movies again, because it's been a while. This is my first one since my surgery, and I'm a little bit big with a big gown on right now, just because I got this big brace on and everything, but everything's going well, so it's a little awkward because I have to lay back too, so it looks like I have a small head and big body here because I'm like actually laying back like this. But so I'm really happy we're doing this. We will be on the couch soon, guys. We're very excited about that, but my surgery now is postponing that. Hopefully in the next month or so. We've been planning on it for a while. The only reason why we've been doing Zoom for so long is because a lot of changes have happened where we have moved studios. We're now, I like doing this today, but we have a studio now at Mom's main part of the house that we have to kind of rearrange, and also because Dad is doing well, but he can't get sick. We can't afford him to get sick, so coronavirus or whatever, we were just like really just taking our time until Mom and Dad were comfortable with us going back over. So hopefully very soon. We're looking forward to that. Very excited. It'll be nice to sit next to you girls again for sure.
By late summer, early fall, I'm sure.
And guys, as you know, we do have a Patreon. Check our links below if you want to see our full reactions to movies and shows. We have a ton of stuff there, and we have merchandise as well. We love you guys. So until next time, leave Clint alone. He is awesome.
That's right. Elena, don't listen to her.
Yeah, don't listen to her. Love you guys so much, and see you very soon.
Bye. Bye.